What would you do if your parents canceled your child's Christmas while secretly spoiling someone else's? Let that sink in, because that's the message that lit up my phone while I was buckling my daughter into her car seat, standing in a freezing parking lot that smelled like pine and cold asphalt. We're canceling your kid's Christmas. Budget issues. And right above it, my dad's name. Welcome to the Justice Vault, where we don't just tell stories. We uncover the truth buried underneath them. Today's deep dive isn't about money. It's about favoritism, quiet betrayal, and the moment someone decides they've had enough. I stared at that text until the letters blurred. From the back seat, my son asked the question every parent dreads: is Santa still coming? And I said yes, because sometimes the kindest thing you can give your child in public is a lie wrapped in protection. But here's the truth. This didn't happen overnight. Families don't explode in one dramatic scene. They erode, softly, politely, with smiles that never quite reach the eyes. There was a time my brother and I were inseparable. Same backyard, same script knees, same lectures about how fairness matters. I believed fairness was a rule, a law of nature. I believed love had a ledger and it always balanced out in the end. I was wrong. Adulthood rewrites contracts no one tells you about. My brother mastered the art of appearing needy without ever saying the words. He knew how to linger, how to hint, how to orbit my parents just close enough for gravity to pull resources his way. I became the understanding one, the low-maintenance one, the one who could handle it. And if you've ever been that person in your family, you know exactly what that means. It started small. A birthday forgotten, a check lost in the mail, a promise delayed, excuses that sounded rehearsed. Then the photos started appearing. My sister-in-law's social media stories, stacks of iPads under the tree, designer shoes lined up like trophies, watches gleaming under Christmas lights. But for my kids, budget issues. Here's something they don't tell you about favoritism. It's not the money that hurts. It's the message. I didn't confront anyone. Not yet, I observed. Because control doesn't come from yelling. It comes from information. I tracked patterns, dates, amounts, timing. I learned the shape of the lie before I ever touched it. The real turning point, a casual FaceTime call. My niece spun her camera around, laughing. Look what Grandpa got us. My daughter smiled politely, then muted the call, and asked me very quietly, why doesn't Grandpa like me? That question, that's when the planning began. I didn't raise my voice. I raised my standards. I stopped covering financial gaps so holidays would feel normal. I stopped smoothing things over, stopped explaining their behavior to my kids, stopped absorbing the imbalance. Instead, I drew a clean line around my life and decided who was allowed inside it. Then I did something no one expected. I booked Aspen, midweek, mid-season, quiet luxury, the kind that doesn't scream, it whispers. Paid cash, packed light, told no one. Christmas morning, we woke up to snowfall so perfect it felt staged. The kind of snow that makes the world look forgiven. My kids laughed in that pure, unfiltered way that makes you believe maybe justice exists. We skied, we drank cocoa. We existed without asking anyone for permission. And I posted one photo. No caption. Just mountains behind us. Sun on their faces, proof, without commentary. The messages came fast. Why didn't you invite us? Family vacation? I waited. Timing is a language. Then I replied with 2 words, budget issues. The phone rang almost instantly. My mom was crying. How could you be so petty? Petty? I watched my son wobble on his skis, determined to find his balance. I'm not petty, I said calmly. I'm consistent. She accused me of flaunting, of punishing children, of cruelty. I let her finish. Silence is powerful. It makes people fill it with truth. I didn't cancel Christmas, I said. You did. I just stopped pretending it didn't matter. Then my dad called. Authority first, then guilt, then confusion. Classic sequence. I know about the gifts, I said evenly. All of them. I've known for a while. And there it was, that pause. That tiny recalculation when someone realizes the room has mirrors. I didn't ask for an apology. I laid out boundaries like evidence in a courtroom. Equal treatment or distance. No negotiations. No emotional discounts. They chose distance because people rarely change patterns they've benefited from. If you're still with me, tap that like button. Not for drama, for boundaries. Because more people need to hear that choosing peace isn't selfish. The fallout? Quiet. A few relatives unfollowed me. A few sent concerned messages I didn't answer. My brother wrote a long defensive text. Silence responded for me. Weeks later, my niece messaged again. I get it now. Kids see more than we think. They always have. I told her I loved her. Because I do. But here's what nobody talks about. Revenge doesn't always look like fire and destruction. Sometimes it's subtraction. Removing access. Removing illusion. Removing the version of yourself that tolerated less than you deserved. I didn't burn bridges. I just stopped being the only one repairing them. Now, when my kids ask about family, I tell them the truth, age appropriate but honest. Love should feel even. Gifts aren't proof, but patterns are. And walking away doesn't make you small. It makes you balanced. I don't miss the chaos. I don't miss pretending everything was fine. I sleep well, because justice doesn't always arrive in a courtroom. Sometimes it arrives as a plane ticket, a boundary, and a single photo that says everything you were never allowed to say out loud. And for the first time in my life, the ledger balances. If you want more deep dives into justice, family dynamics, and the quiet power of boundaries, subscribe to the Justice Vault, like this video, and share it with others who need to hear that standing up for yourself isn't cruelty, it's clarity. Until next time, stay sharp.